Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Well, hello there, my beautiful Pisces. Thank you for all the beautiful likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions, the donations to my channel. It is greatly appreciated and well received, more than you'll ever know. So I am going to be pulling on the full moon. This is going to be basically how this twin flame, okay, how your twin flame is going to be affected during this full moon. So this is a twin flame reading for this full moon in October. So we're going to take a look about like what the truth about their feelings gets exposed. I want to find out what this person can't hide anymore. I'm going to take a look at the emotions that they're wrestling with. We're going to take a look at how the moon's pull makes them either long or resist the connection. Then we're going to take a look at what the moon is actually pushing them to release or embrace. I'm going to see what they're going to project onto you and the next step they are guided to take. So let's get this in. Let's get this reading going here. So what truth about their feelings are going to be exposed here during this full moon for this twin flame? What's the truth about their feelings that are going to get exposed? Okay. I'm gonna just break out all the cards first. That's what we're gonna do, and then we will do some talking here. All right. So what can't they hide anymore? What can't this twin flame 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 hide anymore? What can't this top to bottom? What can't this twin flame hide anymore? 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 All right. Let me get a protection stone on her. All right. So show me the emotions that they're wrestling with. The emotions they're wrestling with right now, the twin flame. Emotions they're wrestling with, the twin flame. All right. And let's see how the moon's pull makes them either long or resist this connection. How does the moon pull either make this person long or resist this connection? How does this full moon make this person either long or resist this connection? How does this person, the full moon, make this person either long or resist this connection? All right, I need to get another protection stone. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So what is the moon actually pushing them to either embrace or release? What is this person either embracing or releasing during this full moon? Embracing or releasing during this full moon? Embracing or releasing during this full moon? All right. Got a lot of stuff going on here. I figured, you know, why not, right? Let's do it. If we're going to do it, let's do it right. All right, and what are they going to project onto you? 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 All right. And show me the next step that they're guided to take in this twin flame journey here. Next step. Wow. So this is pretty loaded. This is almost like loaded tater tots here. So they've been stalling here. So what truth about their feelings gets exposed is that they've been stalling. But the truth bubbling up is that they want to charge forward here. So beneath their confusion, they crave stability, comfort, and someone who feels like home to them. So the full moon exposes their hesitation, okay? And that their hesitation isn't about not caring. It's about fear of losing control while still desiring, deep security. And what they can't hide here, okay, with the 6 cups, the 10 wands, and the star, is they can't hide the nostalgia they carry for you and how heavy it is to keep it buried. So you're their wish, their guiding light, and they're trying to act like it doesn't matter. And it's become very exhausting. So basically, their spotlights, the moon is basically spotlighting their sentimental side right now. And the emotions that they're wrestling with, this is kind of wild. Because it's the King of Swords wants logic and control, but the Empress wants raw love, all right? And then you put that with the Tower, and it's like they can't suppress the clash between reason versus overwhelming attraction. So they're trying to stay rational, but their emotions for you are explosive and really destabilizing. So how the full moon is either making this person like long for or resist this connection, it's the 8 of Swords, the Lovers, and the 4 of Cups. So this is a classic twin flame tension. The Lovers is pulling them toward union, but the 8 of Swords shows they feel trapped by their own fears, their beliefs, maybe even their circumstances in life or where they're at in general. So the 4 of Cups says they resist by numbing out, pretending they're not interested even though they're low-key obsessed. It's a self-sabotage cycle is what this is. So the moon right now, the moon is kind of pushing them to either release or embrace here, is pushing them to stop running from the idea of shared happiness and to embrace balance instead of extremes. So the 3 of Cups adds a lighter note, so they're being asked to open up, reconnect, and allow joy back in, and stop seeing, love as so much of a burden. And then, what they're projecting onto you is their own confusion, their inner conflict. It's like you're the one who's unclear, or you're the one that's causing friction. But the Ace of Swords is showing they also see you as the truth bringer, the person who can cut through their illusions. So basically, they may blame you for the chaos, but also can't deny that you basically bring clarity. So the next step that they're guided to take is they're being nudged to stop living in the fantasy land and actually make a choice. So this person's been very much distracted by either illusions, temptations, or the what ifs, but the moon is guiding them to choose from the heart instead of drowning like in these endless options. So the overall vibe, like the full moon rigs the mask. Why do I say rigs? Rigs. It rips the mask off your twin flame so that they can't hide the nostalgia, the longing, or the emotional chaos you stir up. So the rational side wants to keep control, but the Tower, the Empress energy, means their heart keeps blowing that up. So they'll project confusion onto you, but really the truth is they've been trapped in their own indecision. So the moon is basically saying choose love or stay stuck. That's what this is. I want to get a little bit more on the next step they're guided to take with the Seven of Cups here. So what is this? What is this next step they're guided to take with the Seven of Cups? What is the next step they're guided to take with the Seven of Cups? Oh boy. This is kind of saying, so there's all this glittery shit, fantasies, what ifs. So they've been lost in a daydream. So this is saying, strength says don't run, don't lash out, don't give in to fear or impulse. So their next step requires inner courage to face their own desires, you know, without letting ego or temptation derail this person. So basically, choose with the heart, not the fear. So the Two of Wands is kind of pushing them from imagining to planning. It's no longer about staring out the window, wishing. It's about picking a direction and preparing to actually walk the direction. Okay, whatever direction that is, I don't know. So basically, the next step that they're guided to take is to get out of indecision. Find the inner courage here to stop hiding behind the confusion and consciously choose a path forward. So this is like time to stop fantasizing and kind of like start acting. So the universe is saying, okay, dreamer, time to put your big kid pants on, pick a door, walk through it, and don't let fear drag you back into limbo. So what is the door that they are being guided to pick here? What is the door they're being guided to pick here? Top to bottom, what is the door they're being guided to pick? I'm going to say this is the door of surrender. It's not one of those glittery fantasy cups that they've been staring at. It's to kind of leap into the unknown. So this is like stop clinging to safety, illusions, and control. So the choice isn't between 100 shiny options. It's between fear versus reality. So this person has definitely been paralyzed by indecision. So thinking there are too many choices, and the Fool is saying no, there's just one. Okay, it's like they need the courage to tame the fear that keeps them clinging to the familiar. All right, so the plan isn't about waiting at the crossroads forever. The Fool says, you know, pick a path that feels, you know, like life, even if it's uncertain. So the door they're guided to pick is one that requires risk, faith, and vulnerability. And it's like stepping towards you because you represent the unknown, and this scares them, but also awakens them. It's not safe. It's not safe, controlled, logical option. It's the this could change everything option. So this is like leap into love without guarantees. Embrace new beginnings instead of recycling these old patterns. So the universe is like quit standing at the door, quit staring at the horizon, and it's pushing this person to basically jump already. And that's what this is. Whew. That was a lot of energy. So I'm going to leave this here. If this reading was helpful, if it resonated, I'll try to start doing these every full moon. Yeah, just to see what's going on here. I liked the reading. I enjoyed the reading, and I hope you did too as well. Click that like button, comment, share, subscribe if you want to continue to see more readings like this. And until then, I'll see you later. Good luck.